Hey, I'm looking at our rough road. Last night, very heavy torrential rain, and so it doesn't take long for the path to get, well, our dirt road to get ruined again. Now, for those of you who have been watching my foray back into motorcycling, I decided that I wouldn't do this path again. Now look at this here, look. Anything that's not underwater is mud, and there's nowhere. If you take what looks like the firm path, there's nowhere to put your feet down, and you can easily slide off, and you slide off into the water, and it ain't fun. See, so the thing is that the path is not that bad for the most part, but then you get these places where the drainage is so bad that the water just stays there. As Beth always puts it, stagnant. So the water is actually changing and it's drying up as well, but it doesn't do it quick enough. Beth came back yesterday. The rain was like a typhoon was in motion, and as soon as I saw it happen, I immediately texted Beth. She was down at the property that we're working on, and I said, I'm coming for you. As soon as the rain will let up just enough for me to get to the truck, I will come for you. She didn't get that message. See, here's another place, look. It's very, very tricky. Now, I'm saying it's very tricky, but I've got to do an own up here. I got to own up to the fact that at least on my big bike, it's become known as the big bike. It's the one, see, look at this here. Here's another one. So we've only been going for less than a kilometre, and we've had 3 of these really bad places. Now here's one where the road is all churned up and it goes up. This is the red hill. For some strange reason, the clay or whatever the composition of the soil is red. Can't see over the top of the hood, and then it's back downhill. See, if you can look ahead at the clouds, those cars don't look friendly. And it's not that I mind riding my bike in the rain, because you can easily shelter and the rain doesn't last long. It's just that it throws so much water down. There's so much in that rainfall, so you can have a rainfall of just a few minutes and it completely saturates everything. If you're on a bike and you keep going, you'll be soaked right down to your underwear. See, here's another one. This is now deteriorating and developing into a bad place. That'll be a place where you could easily come off. Now, having said that, on that big bike, I'm just not that good. I'm not that good a rider that I can do this road. And I have enough challenges without having to search out and create them for myself. A place where I actually dropped the bike, slow motion, same as before, no damage and nothing, and no injury, but it was like a long pothole about 5 feet long, and I just slipped sideways, slipped into it, and the next thing I know, it's down on the ground, which is a little bit difficult with that big bike because it's not easy to lift it back up, especially when you're in a mud patch. That's a young kid, goat that is. Don't know where its mother is. Here's another place. This is where I dropped the bike the other day. Look at it. And right on the right hand side there is, that's where I went into it. Okay, I don't know why when the grader, the driver of the grader comes in, he will leave places like that, which there's no explanation for why it's that bad, but he'll leave the odd place where it really should have been worked on more, but it wasn't. See, so now this was always a tricky hill. It's slightly better since the grader was in, but here you can see where it's being ground and churned up. Of course, one of the things that the road suffers from is heavy goods vehicles which are making deliveries to various places on the barangay. This is a barangay road. Here's another place that's deteriorating now and will be difficult for bikes coming through. But I came with Beth, and we came with Tatai, Beth's brother, and we came on Beth's, now were we on Beth's scooter or not? They're all the same. And we came down, and when I'm watching what he's doing, the road wasn't as bad as this, but he sailed through places where I would have had my heart in my mouth if I'd been on a Yamaha. Now, as I was saying, and didn't finish, typical of me, Beth came back after the torrential rain last night, so around 4:30. I was actually on my way out to pick her up when she arrived very close to home on the final stretch going home, and they'd just taken a fall because of the bad road. They'd just taken a fall. BB apparently was not hurt at all. Probably got aches and pains, but Beth got a chipped tooth because her jaw hit BB's head. I have to laugh, but that girl is hard-headed, I can tell you. And Beth has suffered from a damaged tooth. She calls it the mother tooth. So, but this is no trouble for the Raptor, of course. But look here, you know, would you want to drive through that on a motorcycle? And as I've always said, you can't take this road for granted. Even on a place where it looks as if it will be easy, and it can bite you in the butt. So right now we're coming to the place where we came when we first started riding after the Raptor was taken in for repair. And this part is challenging. Look, nothing at all for the Raptor. We just drive straight through. Of course, we're in four-wheel drive. Actually, we're not in four-wheel drive, but we're still doing fine. And right here, this is the actual spot where they came off the bike. I think probably this part here. See, that's developed into a strange little difficult place now. See, from here, this is the road that we actually created after we built the bridge. Now the road has become churned up. It's got lots of furrows in it, especially this part here. Look, so now if you went straight there, you would almost be touching down because it's so deep. And if you get prolonged rain, that can fill up with water and it all becomes very nasty. All of this is very nasty now. I have to smile at people when they say, well, why don't you just sort the road out? Yes, all right, we're not doing anything on Tuesday, we'll just sort this road out. So look, because I'm not in four-wheel drive now, we're going broadside. Thing about this part of the road here is you have to be careful, because although that looks like solid ground there, it just drops off about 10 or 15 feet into the rice field. See how deep the furrows are. And these puppies just have to go slow and give them time to get out of the way. Our bridge really needs to be cleaned up. It's getting very overgrown now. Very steep there, and very steep here, look. On all our dogs, they play a game of who can stay in front of the truck without getting squashed. All I can do is go slow enough. There you go. Okay. Okay, dogs. What? What? Huh? Porgy. Beautiful Porgy. Oh, Blackface. Come here. Come here. Come here. And that's the newest little puppy growing up now. Gradually getting used to being... This is Basha, the oldest. The old lady of the yard. She used to be the top dog. And this is Red. And this is Porgy. And I call that one Brownface. So this one, the hairy one, is actually not our dog, nor is that one. That one was abandoned. See, in the Philippines, the dogs decide who they live with. Hey, hey! Basha! Behave! Behave! I'll just turn off. Now, the purpose of my going down this time was to get the angle grinder. Oh shoot, I've forgotten to get the water. Shut up. Hey, hey, hey. Some of these are bully dogs. That one is a bully dog. Look at the scars on the face. Okay. Well, we're home.